Well, everybody's talking about it, so I figured I would give my input on the Nintendo Switch 2 console and the pricing of its games. What a ride yesterday was, guys. We went from the highest of highs. Me personally, I don't know what you guys thought about the Direct, but I thought the Direct was pretty awesome. Gave us all the details and a couple Zelda things, so, you know, as a Zelda fan, I'm satisfied. And Pokemon's like my bread and butter. Finding out we get a smooth 60 frames per second new Pokemon game, you know, that's a win to me. But at the end, we were all a little confused. They didn't drop a price, and immediately, me and many others, while we were watching this live, started realizing, oh crap. Are they not gonna tell us the price?
Goes live later today.
That scares me that they don't want to tell the price during the Direct. We gotta wait for later today. Oh no! And yeah, it's a little more than we expected. A lot of the general consensus around the, I guess, the Nintendo fandom, and I guess the casuals as well, was about $400, $380, $400, and I felt the same. I really thought $400 was a fair price, but finding out it was $450 for the base and then $500 if you want the bundle was a little like, ooh, it's interesting because, you know, the 50 isn't that huge of a jump, and especially if you think of the Switch OLED, which my Zelda Switch OLED, this guy right here, the Zelda Switch OLED ran about $380 retail. So when I look at it like that, I'm not too disappointed in the price of the Switch 2 itself. But now we have new features, better graphics, 4K, up to 120 frames per second support in 1080p. I don't mean the 4K 120. That'd be kind of crazy. But regardless, I kind of feel like I can just. Oh my gosh. I kind of feel like I can justify the price a little bit. But where it gets a little hairy is where the games come in. Immediately right off the bat, Mario Kart drops on the main website and some retailers, and people see 80 and also some rumors of a 90 USD physical copy, and that had everybody freaking out, and you know, including me. I'm used to, as a Nintendo fan, I'm used to paying 60 tops. I even cringed when I paid $70 for the new Zelda game. That kind of hurts, but you know, it's my favorite series, so I gave it a pass. But lo and behold, it looks like retailers started listing their prices. And not saying it's any better, but they do have Mario Kart World listed for $80. Now, this is a significant price jump in my opinion, especially since you have powerhouses like Sony dropping games for, I think, $70 right now, which Donkey Kong got announced as well at the end of the presentation, and it's being listed for $70. So I'm trying to figure if that's fair enough. The PS5, to me, I haven't looked truly at specs, but I think PS5 offers a little more power and stuff. But my thing is with third-party games, I see games like Street Fighter coming over, pricing for about $60. And now that seems normal, seems good on the surface, but it looks like it has the little key icon. So Nintendo has also announced some physical cartridges will only be like literally a digital code. So you'll put it in your Switch and then it'll trigger a download to download the whole game. So you're getting a physical copy, but the game isn't actually on the cartridge. And if I'm a Street Fighter fan, sure, if I want to play it to go, that's awesome. But if I'm just a casual player and don't mind playing at home, the game is already out for other consoles at a more affordable price. And probably at this point, I haven't checked, I'm assuming it's probably a little cheaper at this point. Maybe there's sales going on. And that's another thing with Nintendo. You don't see a lot of sales, but I guess Street Fighter would be one of the games. But I'm just kind of going off launch here. I feel like if I was a Street Fighter fan, I would just buy it on Xbox or PS5. I don't know if it's out on both consoles. I'm not a Street Fighter fan, but I'm just saying, it just seems like a better option to go buy it on another console right now. So I'm like really curious how Nintendo came up with their pricing and their market research. I know there's some different economic things going on in the US. I work sort of in an automotive space, and I know that with the current economic shift that's going on right now, I know auto dealers were prepping for anything about a month and a half, 2 months ago. So I don't know if Nintendo's taken in this as a factor, but all around the world, the price seems to be a little higher. Although in Japan, there is a region-locked Japanese edition that's like 335 USD. But yeah, it's strictly locked to Japan. And yeah, you only can play it in that language. So that's kind of out if you wanted to import one over and maybe save a couple $100, you know, barring shipping and whatever else goes into that nowadays. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you getting a Nintendo Switch 2, or has the price kind of pushed you away for now? For me, I'm getting the Switch 2, but man, the game is the part that really has thrown me for a loop, because I used to buy a decent amount of games, but even nowadays I get a little more critical with what I buy, unless it's like one of my favorite series ever. But now I feel like I'm gonna get even more critical, even if it's like a series I love. If it's like not an absolute banger, I might you know, at least wait for a sale or a Black Friday thing. It won't be as an urgent kind of thing. So let me know, what do you guys think? I'd love to hear your all's thoughts on this, because honestly, I spent the whole night last night just scrolling on social media, literally doom scrolling, reading everybody's comments on social media platforms. So yeah, let me know down below, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. See you guys.